It all started with a king and a queen. Betrothed as children, they grew to love each other and their kingdom. They were fair rulers, and the land prospered because of it. King Henry loved the beautiful Queen Anne with all his heart, and his joy was made complete when she found she was at last with child. After a long and difficult pregnancy, the frail queen went into a painful and arduous labor until she finally gave birth to a lovely little girl, Princess Thea, who was as light as a promising summer's day. But her joy was short-lived, and tragedy soon befell the happy royals. The rigors of childbirth were too much for the delicate queen, and she died just hours afterwards in the king's arms. The grief-stricken King Henry soon found himself raising a daughter all alone. Even as dedicated of a father as he was, it was still lonely, and he yearned for his soulmate. Lady Deva, an evil sorceress greedy for a crown of her own, took advantage of the king's weakened state. With the wave of her wand she cast a spell of infatuation on him, and quickly seduced him, in hopes of becoming his next queen so she could rule the realm and secure the throne for her own bloodline. Through the haze of her spell the king obeyed and succumbed to the witch. But when he discovered her secretly casting her spells, and learned the truth of her treachery and wickedness, he ordered her execution. But the devious witch was already pregnant. Unable to harm his unborn child, he locked Lady Deva in the darkest tower. There the witch gave birth to a beautiful daughter, Princess Adrianna, but the king refused to even look at the child. Lady Deva was filled with hatred and consumed a poisoned apple, leaving her young, helpless daughter alone to wallow in sorrow and darkness. Faced with the shame of his actions, the king kept his second daughter, Princess Adrianna, locked in the same dark tower. As the years went by, Princess Thea grew to become a lovely, bright, kind princess, the very image of her mother, the good queen. And soon she was betrothed to the handsome Prince Tristan. Her sister, however, did not fare the same. Although beautiful, Princess Adrianna had never known kindness, love, or even the smallest bit of compassion. On the bright day of Princess Thea's perfect wedding, Princess Adrianna wept in her lonely dark tower and cried out about her unfair lot in life. Little did she know, her cries were heard by the fairy queen Clarion. The queen appeared and asked the dark princess why she cried so. Upon hearing the princess's plight, the fairy queen took pity on her and offered her a single wish. Freedom. Freedom was all Adrianna desired. As the fairy queen began to grant her wish, she saw the darkness and bitterness that twisted Adrianna's broken heart. With great wisdom, Clarion decreed the dark princess would be allowed to leave her tower for 2 hours in the dead of night, but could not leave the castle until her heart was rid of its bitterness and she learned to love. And this is where the story really begins. Welcome to the first episode of the Opposite Princess Challenge in Sims 3. This is the castle, and you got to see the introduction, see what's sort of going down. And in this episode, I'm pretty much just going to introduce everybody, show you where they're living, and explain the rules. I probably should have thought this out better because I don't know which order I'm going to go in. Let's take a look at the castle, I guess. So this is the castle. Just lovely. Made it myself. So proud. Nice little fountain up front. I don't know why, but there are so many freaking chipmunks. Like, no joke. And squirrels that are like taking over my whole yard. They're everywhere. It's like the game knows that I hate squirrels, and so they're sending. See, look, rodents everywhere. I hate it. Grossing me out. Okay, so the Opposite Princess Challenge is all about how she was wronged.
So she has to stay up in the tower, and I'll show you that in just a moment. First walk in, you're gonna find a lovely throne room, because that's how like every castle should be, right? There's a king, queen right there. Off to the right, we've got a bathroom. Whoa, I'm still getting used to these controls. There's a bathroom, lovely library. Go further down into the living room. This is supposed to be kind of medieval themed. As close as I could get to medieval themed. So, tried to use all like candles for the lights and things like that. And there's no like TV, computers, that sort of thing. Over on the other side is the dining room. Whoa, there's somebody in my dining room. Oh, right. She's our housekeeper. I hired a butler because I don't like a dirty house. It drives me crazy. I've got a pantry, all that good stuff, and a giant kitchen. I would love to have this kitchen. Oh my goodness. Love it. Over here is the back door, and then, oh my gosh, butler. Yeah, butler's room. Kadur. Upstairs. Two different sides. You can go up either way. Over here is Princess Thea and Prince Tristan. They have their own little sitting area, their own bathroom, nice long hallway into their bedroom. Everything's pink because she's supposed to be all bright and light and sunshiny, bubblegum pink. Got the king's sitting room. He's got his own little deck that he can go out on, check things out. His bathroom, and then here at his sitting room, he has a revolving, like the hidden door behind the books. I love that. And that's where the ladder goes up to Adrianna's tower. And this is his room that he shared with the love of his life, Queen Anne. Let's go upstairs and check out Adrianna. I don't know why. So she has a very dark room. You're supposed to put in the cheapest shower, the cheapest toilet, and the cheapest sink. She can have one chair, one table, cheapest bed, and cheapest fridge. Now that's supposed to be it, but I threw in a bookshelf just because I don't want her to be completely bored out of her mind. She's already going stir crazy and the game has just begun. This is something that I thought it was so cute. Her mother caught it when I was creating the backstory and everything like that. Her mom actually caught a butterfly, and I figured that's rad. It's kind of like the last thing that she left her daughter. I thought that was quite precious. Out back, I have a lot of stuff because I kind of went completely crazy. They have chickens, mostly because I have chickens, so I think everyone should have chickens now. Anyways, let's go say hello to everybody. Starting with our king. This is our king. His name is Henry Williams. Favorite color is blue, loves steak, classical music. He is over emotional, easily impressed, quite charismatic, ambitious, and friendly. I thought those were great kingly traits. In the rules, it wants you to make him like, I don't know, kind of wishy-washy and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I think that if he's easily impressed and over emotional, then, especially if he's charismatic as well, he probably would fall for her tricks. Lady Deva. His first daughter, Thea. Get ready to go on downstairs. She is the Princess of Light. That's the way that it is described. She likes the color white. Some fruit parfait and pop. Yeah, I tried to go with everything that's like the lightest and fluffiest and bubblegummiest, I guess. She's good. She's a hopeless romantic. She's easily impressed. She has a green thumb, and she is friendly. Um, she married Tristan, who's over here. And I made his last name Cogsworth because when I was creating him, like, all I could think of when I saw the vest and the clothes and stuff was Beauty and the Beast. Cogsworth. Yeah, it made me giggle, so I went with it. His favorite color is blue. He loves sushi and Digitunes. That's all random. I don't know why I chose it. I probably just hit the random button because I did not care anymore. He's flirty, virtuoso, has commitment issues. He's a snob, and he's a light sleeper, so I kind of made him a bad guy. Like, he's a big flirt, doesn't really want to be married, but he's a snob. He wants a princess. He pretty much just wants to be king, waiting for his father-in-law to die so that he can take over. That's what I was thinking. Adrianna. I love Adrianna. I'm rooting for the bad guy. I really am. So, this is her. I love her. She likes dark wave, firecracker shrimp, because she's a firecracker, and purple. She's neurotic. She's a genius. She's irresistible, evil, and mean-spirited. I thought that was kind of pretty much summed it up for her. If you were locked away in a tower for your entire life and watched your mother die because she poisoned herself, you'd probably end up a little bit evil, mean-spirited, and neurotic. She's up here with nothing but books, so I'm thinking she's going to be a genius, and she's irresistible. Look at her. She's irresistible. Of course. Plus, that'll help in the gameplay. Alrighty, so let's begin, and we will watch them, see how they kind of go about their day. She's locked in her tower. She can't leave this area at all. The rest of them can. The game has officially begun, so as part of the rules, because I'm going to go over that now, I am not able to click on anyone other than Adrianna. She's the only one that I can actually play. So if I want to see what's going on with everybody, I just sort of have to hunt through the castle and find them. Probably should not have made the castle so stinking big then, because I feel like all I'm going to be doing is this right here where I'm like, where'd everybody go? Oh, found the king. He's obsessed with that stinking rocking chair. Oh my goodness. Oh, they just got married. Married. First time doing an actual, like, wedding, too. That was weird. Okay, so the rules. The tower's locked. I can only play Adrianna. Adrianna is only allowed out from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. So just 2 hours. And in that 2 hours, the whole sequence of events type thing, she has to romance the prince, break up his marriage, because she's a homewrecker, get pregnant with his baby, announce to him that she is pregnant, and then she's allowed freedom throughout the castle, still can't leave the grounds. And from there, she can set up her own room, make a nursery. She has to become enemies with her sister, like full enemies. Fix the relationship with her father, then secretly kill him. Kill off the prince, because he's not really that great anyways. And then fight her sister to the death so that she can have the crown. And that's kind of the goals. And you have to do it in that sequence.